Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Who Cares About My Opinion? You're gonna have you. It's been a while since we did Trials and Tribulations. I just wanted to, do Apollo justice while before I can give out my opinions on the characters of Apollo Justice. Just to reiterate from the previous episodes, just because I'm only talking about Apollo Justice doesn't mean I'm going to talk about Apollo Justice. I'm going to be talking about stuff from the later games that these characters are involved in. So please play the entire series before, watching this video. I was going to say, if you don't care, then keep on watching. But no, I do care, because the games are good. So play the games. Do I have anything else? No, I don't think so. So we can just start throwing out those rankings. Okay. So we got Apollo Justice first. Alright. This might be a bit controversial. But Apollo Justice, I think, is better than Phoenix. Now, stop, hold up, stop. The reason is that I think Apollo Justice, they just add more to him, because they realize that with like Apollo Justice, with the extended form, they're like, ah, shit, we didn't give Apollo anything, so they overcompensated by giving him like 20 backstories in Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. But I think that those backstories that they give to him are very good, especially his Spirit of Justice one. I think it's very, very good. None of the stories like contradict each other. They just, I think it just makes Apollo's life like much more complex than they initially made it out to be. Or like his personality, the whole perceivability. I do agree it's the worst thing in the series, but I still like it. I don't like that he still doesn't know who his mother is. Yeah, his whole emotional spiel in Spirit of Justice, where, he finds out that Dirk is dead, him like reconnecting with Dirk, and then also in Dual Destinies, where he is questioning his trust in people, and because like for moments he thought that Athena was the one who like killed her mother or whatever. So he had to like be emo and serious all the time. But I do like that. I just think that he's just a much more fleshed out character than Phoenix, because Phoenix, yeah, had the original trilogy to basically have him realize what being a lawyer is all about, and him like trying to protect everybody. That's like what Phoenix is, but also and what the consequences are of of trying to protect everybody. That's Phoenix's deal. Apollo's deal is coming to terms with your past and also how to deal with betrayal from Christoph Gavin. I just think that, yeah, it's just like I feel like it's a much more fleshed out story than with Phoenix. But of course everybody might not think so. Alright, next up is Christoph Gavin, who I think is probably one of the best villains in the series. Do I? Yeah, I'll put him on Karma. Absolutely, yeah. I don't think that this is a very controversial opinion that Christoph Gavin is, like, without a doubt, one of the best villains in the series. The only thing that, like, is questionable is, like, his motivations, but I think, like, his motivations being questionable is what makes him good. You don't know what this psychopath is thinking. And, like, how, like, he's very clever, very, like, coy or whatever. What the fuck is the word I'm thinking of? Like, yeah, as somebody who is, someone who is being very passive-aggressive to somebody, that's what Christoph is. He feels like he's won the game. He knows everything. Doesn't like the common people though. That's his downfall. But I feel like, yeah, he's definitely one of the smartest antagonists in the series. Although he just also forgot that video cameras exist. But I mean, you know, it's 2006, really. 2024. Is it 2024? I mean, yeah, it is right now. But in the game, is it 2024? I believe it is. No, it's 7 years, so it's 2025. Yeah. Regardless, he's a very good villain. I do enjoy playing him while we were doing the game, because I don't know what his motivations are, but I know his demeanor and his character, and I find it very intriguing. I think he's just like, especially with the first case as well, like him being the killer of the first case, it's just like, you know, these protagonists have very bad luck with their mentors. So yeah, I got nothing else to say about Christoph Gavin other than he's good. And again, if you have any thoughts, please leave them in the comments and I'll reply to them, and I'll be like, yeah, that's pretty smart. Well, I would say that's absolutely an atrocious opinion. Why would you say that to me? Okay. Clavio Gavin is another S-tier character, but I don't know where to put him. I think I'll put him in front of Man on Guard. Really? Nah, definitely in front of On Comet, I feel like. Because, yeah, I'll do that. Even though he's very high up in the ranking, he's probably like the second worst prosecutor, but he's not bad at all. In fact, he's just a cool dude. That's just all he is. He does air guitar. That's very cool. It is also like him, like sacrificing his own personal feelings with what is the truth, and that's like what his arc is throughout something about Succession. Yes, something about Succession. And I think, yeah, he's just like a very cool dude. He's but the only critique I would have is why would you make his voice actor in Dual Destinies Yuri Lowenthal? I think that's a terrible casting. But other than that, very good character. I would like to see him do more concerts. How can you dislike this man? My least favorite prosecutor is, I feel like, everybody's least favorite prosecutor. Mainline prosecutor, of course. Okay, so that's probably going to be it of the S tiers. Maybe one more S tier. But okay, let's go through these smaller characters. Olga Orley. Really, he's just a whatever character. It's like a nice bit that she turns from a Russian to a pirate. It's good. That's good, whatever. But that's it. I'm gonna put her in C tier. Behind Mike Meekins. Yes, I'll do that. Which I do like Mike Meekins' appearance in Apologists. I don't remember if I said that whenever I was ranking him. Yeah, Olga Orly is just whatever. Like, I literally have nothing to say about her. It's just that she's just a very big character. Yeah, that's it. In fact, I'll put it because, like, at least Glenelg had, like, something with him that was interesting. Olga Orly does not. Well, I guess, like, the fact that she was a victim in that case is interesting. That Zach Memory actually hit her with the bottle instead. Better than Glenelg. Okay, Walkie Kitaki. I might put him in B tier. Because, specifically the final scene that he's in, where he, you know, when he, is told that put him in front of Rondelite? Behind Rondelite. Yeah. When he realizes that, you know, that his father is, like, how much he cares for him, that type of thing. But of course, he's gotta look street tough, because he's gotta look, you know, intimidating. But he still, like, tears up and whatever. I think that's, like, the best scene with him. I think I found him annoying in my first playthrough, but, like, subsequent playthroughs, knowing what's gonna happen, with, like, the whole family conflict, it definitely makes it a lot better. I just find him, yeah, actually quite likable. How much, like, how, like, yeah, how gangster he seems how gangster he thinks he is. But yeah, I'm gonna put him there. Okay, Alita Tiala. I believe I said this during our playthrough, but Alita Tiala is one of the worst killers in the series. Mainly because I just feel like her motivation is terrible. Her testimonies are terrible. It's just like, she's just like a very discount Dahlia. That's what she is. The only interesting part about her is that, you know, she went to Pal Maractus's clinic and Pal Maractus attacked her. That's the only interesting thing. She stole a sock. Okay, yeah, Alita Tiala is just terrible. Her motivation just to get more money within the within the mafia or whatever, is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Her personality is just like some of the killers, especially when you go from having Christoph Gavin being the killer to Alita Tiala being the killer, like how, you know, like Alita Tiala wasn't even hiding it that she is the killer. She wasn't like trying to be smooth and whatever. And like there's like a difference between like usually an Ace Attorney killer would be over the top, yelling at you, being like, of course I didn't kill him, you know, with Frank Solwit, Furio Tigre, you know, like those types of people, or like, yeah, obviously the killer, but they're at least giving us a show. Or there is much more intelligent, contrived killers, like Christoph Gavin, Dahlia Hawthorne, Damon Gant, like everybody's in S tier. All these killers, Charlie the Killer, they're like very intelligent, and like they always know how to get out of Phoenix or Apollo saying a contradiction. Alita Tiala is none of those. She is she's just a non-entertaining character to play against, and it's just like it's very disappointing as well. how her breakdown is terrible. It's just like literally gives me no reason to care about him, you know. But like D. Vasquez, they give us reasons to care about him. Alita Tiala, she just wanted that money, and that's it. So I think I might put her, yeah, definitely in D tier. I don't think I'll put her in F tier because of the Power Miraculous thing. Behind Mo, yeah, there you go. That's like the biggest shame I can give you, is that if I put you behind Mo. Like Guy Eldoon, he just plays that harmonica, and that's the coolest part about his character. I do like the jokes about him, you know, about how salty his noodles are. Yes, that is funny man. Also, him like transitioning into a doctor, and he's like, you know, and he gives us like actual medical advice and how his demeanor changes from that. I thought it was also pretty good. But other than that, pretty mid character. Actually, behind Sister Bikini, that works. That works for me. Okay, Plum Kitaki. I really like Plum Kitaki. I don't know. She just like her. She's an entertaining character. You know, a very non-serious mafia person. I was considering putting her in A tier, but I don't think so. I'll put her in B tier. I'll put her in front of, behind Old Bag. Yeah. I just like talking to her. That's basically it. Like, she has like a very jovial personality. She's funny. And she riles up Apollo by like threatening to stab him, which I like. That's a pretty good joke. Shoot, hey, top shoe. It's a very good joke. I literally have nothing else to say other than where's my water? Found my water. Oh, it's right there. That's where my water is. Thankfully, I got a second water. It was mostly empty. Okay, Winfred. Big Wins Kentucky. Is also a very good character. You know what? All the Kentuckys being a B tier? Yes. I'll go with that. I'll put him behind this child. Behind Cody Hackins. Yeah, I'll do that. A lot of B tier characters in this case. Which, yeah, it's a B tier case. But I always like characters that are intimidating on the outside, but they have a pure heart, basically. Especially him, like, saying that, oh, I'm not going to use our gangster money because it's not clean money. Instead, we're going to, like, start a bakery and make money doing that. It's a very good. His eyebrows, fantastic eyebrows. That's it. A lot of these characters from Apollo Justice, I do say Apollo Justice is very underrated, and I really like the characters in Apollo Justice, but a lot of them are just like enjoyable characters to talk to. They don't have a lot of depth to them. But you know, but like as a one-off experience with them, it's like yeah, I had a good time. Other than Alita Tiala, she sucks. Power Miraculous, yeah, basically the only thing is that he is a doctor that's like greedy. That's it. I'll put him in front of like the chief prosecutor or whatever. Not the prosecutor. The detective, lead detective dude. The guy that's the head of the police academy. that's all I have to say about Power Rankings. Is yeah, if he had like absolutely nothing, I'll put him down there. Although I don't know why I have Robert Hammond down there. If that's the case. Because I feel like Robert Hammond is much better. So there we go. That works. he had like a bit like a sigh of relief. It's like, oh, thank God, I'm not getting the D tier with all the other dead people. Never mind. Hey, Wesley Stickler. His whole joke about him being a college student that's still that's wearing a graduation gown, even though he's not graduated, and also how he thinks that he is very you know, like very special. He goes to like such a prestigious academy, but in reality he's not at all. Instead he's a panty snatcher. That's a pretty good joke, but he's the reason why people associate apologists, specifically Turnabout Corner, with it being the panties case. So he kind of destroyed the reputation of that, despite me really liking that case. So I'll put you low C, and you better like it. Ron Carita, yeah, behind a lot of HUD. Yeah, behind a lot of HUD. That would make sense. Yeah, funny character is just that perhaps he shouldn't have stolen those panties. Especially his excuse, his reasoning for why he's doing it, because he saw the magic panties trick that Tracy did at her show, and he needed to find the answers. It's a good bit, but still doesn't, you know, make it any better. I just think that it was just Shu trying to do a very silly thing, and people took it seriously. You know. That's why I think with the panties case. Okay. That's basically it with Turnabout Corner. Let's go with Romain Latouche. One of few characters that you actually talk to before they die. Probably the only character that you talk to while they're dying, I believe. Is that true? I don't know if that's true, actually. But he's one of few people that do that. But he was still like a block of wood with nothing other than him having a Bulgarian accent, which I take as like having a Bulgarian accent, but that's basically it. Have him down, yeah, right there. Perfect. Lamior, also known as Thulasa Gremory. Her personality itself is pretty okay. Which, yeah, take that compliment, Lamior. Is just her backstory is what is quite interesting instead. That she was a magician and she got shot and then she lost all of her memories and then she fled to Bulgaria and then became a musician, and she's also blind, and that's all I have. That's it. Yeah. So I'll put it in A tier. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Better than Grillsburg, better than Terry Falls, better than Misty Faye. Monosky? No. Yes? No. Yes. We'll keep it there. I might move it later. Yeah, absolutely. But I just wish that like we have a scene. Maybe it'll give that to us in age 27 in like 20 years. Where Apollo and Tuesday have a conversation with Mario. I think that would be one of the best scenes in the series. But nope. Only when they are ready, Phoenix said. Basically, yeah. Overthrowing the government? No, not enough. That's not enough for Apollo to realize that he already spoke with his mother. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, a very probably the most sensible character in at least in Apollo Justice. And yeah, like that also like that aura. I believe they also mentioned this in the game, like her like mysterious aura and like the vibe that she gets. It's also quite interesting. But yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it. With Lawnmower, bring it back in H37, please. Maki Tabaye, with him doing the smuggling, I think that's like the best part of this character. Did I have acid on my fingertips? What? My god. Really destroyed my eye. Oh god. Okay. Maki is pretty. He's good. It's just like the amount of lying that he does, especially to his defense attorney. I understand that like smuggling is a death offense in Bulgaria, but still, it's like you can at least tell your lawyer that. Do you think your lawyer's gonna be like, ooh, better call the Bulgarian embassy, tell them they are a smuggler, you know? It's just like, he does tell us eventually, but like that initial denial for like the first like 6 hours of the case is just a little bit annoying, in my opinion. The whole switcheroo with Maki being the one able to see and Lamio being blind, that's a pretty good twist. Maki being the one working with the killer was also pretty good. I also like the idea that all of the defendants in Apollo Justice did do something illegal. With like, you know, Phoenix forging evidence, Walkie, you know, being part of a gangster group and also most likely shot somebody. Well, participating in a gang war. He did do that. He participated in the gang war. And then Maki with the smuggling, and then Vera Mission being a forger. That was a good tangent. But Maki, I don't know what put Maki. Put Maki in B tier. In front of Cody Hackins. Yeah, I feel like that's good. Yeah, because I like Maggie Bird and Recipe for Turnabout. And I suppose they're also in the Lost Turnabout. Yeah. I'm putting them there, and you're going to like it, alright? If you disagree, put it in the comments. Maybe I'll move it because of what you said. Darren Crescent, also, I think as a pretty mid-villain, pretty mid-killer. His like personal connection with Clavier makes it interesting somewhat, but that's all I can think about when it comes to Darien Crescent. So another B tier character. Actually, C tier, B tier, C tier, B tier. Yeah, B tier right there. Oh, it's just yeah. His breakdown looks cool. But that's it. That's it. whenever we were doing the playthrough, Mac giving him an Australian accent actually does quite work. I really do like it. I think it fits him quite well. But he's just a police officer. The concept of him being a police officer and also being, you know, part of the Gavineers, it's also pretty good. But that's it. That's it when it comes to Darren. Maybe I should move on to C tier. No. Yeah. I'll put him in front of Guy Elden. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, Valen Granbury. This is the other character I was probably going to put in S tier, which I probably am. Yes. He's just like, his entire story is very interesting, and like especially the final scene that he's in, where he confesses that he altered the scene of Magnifi's suicide. I think it's like such an incredible character moment. Especially, well, firstly, he is boisterous and over the top, which I like. But also he's probably like hiding behind like it's like such a veil of depression and guilt for what he did all those years ago, and is probably the reason why the whole conflict of Apollo Justice even began. Yeah, like, he might be the cause, right? Because like you would think that Magnifi might be the one, but if he didn't alter the suicide, I don't think that the plot of Apollo Justice would happen. So there might be like another way to think about this, but I'm putting him higher though. I'll put him right there. Yeah. Every time I play the game, I like Valent a lot more. I'll put him there. I think, yeah, he's just absolutely fantastic in every way, both his past self and also his current self. Because he does have like the whole joke about him being, you know, a magician, and he speaks in magician terms, and he also speaks in alliteration, and he's very much a wordsmith. But also having like that bit of humility and compassion within the character, and also like actual feelings, like I said, like the guilt that was just weighing him down all these years, just making him like such like a complex character is why he is in S tier. What do I have him as? The third best? Pretty much. Why do I not have Chusey up here? We'll make Chusey last. Yeah, okay. Absolute child. Yeah, I have nothing else to say about Valen Granbury. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And I will be speaking no more on the matter. Instead, I will be talking about Verimisham. There is. I think I'll put him in 8. Behind Jake Marshall. Yeah. The whole, her being, a shut-in, and, her, being the actual forger, her being wholesome, her being, dead for a while, and then really dead if you choose the bad ending. Is that, yeah, she's just like a very sweet character who you kind of have to feel bad for because of all the shit that goes down with her. I think that she's definitely unique when it comes to the shyness character. And like yeah, yeah, that's it. No, how she like basically works together with the plot, and also the only thing that I would say that is like not good is how she doesn't really mourn that her father is dead. He like draws a sad face, but that's basically it. You know, like whenever Mia died, and you know Maya is there, even though Maya is like such like a very positive character, she still was like very, very depressed during Turnabout Sisters, and like had like the moment where you give Maya the phone, her phone with Mia's voice on it, and she like listens to it, and like that moment is pretty good. Like we don't really have like a moment like that with Vera Mission. With like Gina Berry, it makes sense because she thinks that her father is now one of the stars or whatever. Like they gave reason why Regina Berry doesn't seem all too sad about it. And is anybody else so far that had like a very close relative to them die? I mean, like Misty Faye. I believe Maya was like, I knew already, I think. She was surprised that like Morgan Faye was the killer. But was there any other instance? I don't know. I mean, yeah, with Clavier and Kristoff. And also with Lana, thinking that Emma Skye was the killer. You know. That stuff. That, you know. It's just that I don't think that they went too much with Vera in that regard. Seems a little bit unnatural. Even though, yeah, she is a shut-in, but... also, yeah, how, like, like, the detail, or, like, the aspect of the character where, you know, like, Kristoff gave her the nail polish and told her to treasure it, and she does, you know, that amount of weirdness, or, you know, shyness makes sense within, like, a character of her statue, if that makes sense. It makes her a very unique character in that way. Which characters are supposed to be unique. You're supposed to look into the perspective of a different personality, of something that is different than who you are. And that is Writing 101 with Darren. Drew Misham. The only thing interesting about Drew Misham is how he is like the front runner for Vera and like trying to protect her by claiming that he is the forger. And that's it. But other than that, he's basically nothing. How much he impacted the story, though, I'll put him top of C. I'll do that, yeah. But I literally had nothing else to say about Drew Misham. Well, about how he noticed how Phoenix reacted to him losing his attorney's badge, and like figured that he wanted to talk to him later, which Yeah, I suppose that's pretty interesting for him to do, but I don't think that really goes anywhere other than allowing Phoenix to talk to him. And that's it. It's not like he like volunteered to testify that that Phoenix is not the client, because he saw the client. I believe he did see Christoph Gavin. Because Vera Mission definitely did. So you could be like, hey Vera, this spiky haired man, was this the client? And she'd be like, no. Bam. Attorney's badge gone. Apology justice never happens. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. But a good storyline. Anyway, we're gonna go to Spark Brushel now, which, although a grotesque looking character, of course, I think that's the point, that he's supposed to look very unsettling, while being a genuinely pretty nice dude. He just, you know, he really wants to get that story out, but other than that, he does have journalistic integrity. He just likes clickbait a lot. Which I'll put Spark Brushel in B? High B? Yeah, I think so, because like there were occasions where he doesn't testify about something because he, you know, he's the only one that knows about it, so he's gonna let an article about it. So he doesn't want to get the information out there. Other than that, yeah, like him, how he was investigating Thalassogramery, you know, trying like to actually, like the aspect of like him like going forward and trying to find out what the truth is. Yeah, it's probably the best part of his character. But other than that, his end quote stuff does get a bit old after a while, but you know, let a man have a catchphrase, okay? That's it with Spark Brushel. Alright, Zach Gramery, being a no good, very bad father, is pretty good in terms of the list. Yeah. I'll put him in front of Grossberg. How his personality is like very approachable. He's quite charismatic. But his whole the thing like I'm still not sure about is like how much he cares about Trucy. So like to me it seems like he left Trucy, right? But it seemed like that Trucy was fine with it. But still, he left Trucy and then came back and then like tried to ask around about like Trucy, like as if he cared about her. But I would think he would make like more of a conscious effort to know what Trucy is doing and how she is, if like he does care about her. But like but then we get to like the poker game and like he tried to catch Phoenix cheating, which why would he do that if he did not care about Trucy? Maybe like he wanted to get Trucy back from Phoenix, so he would like win Trucy in like a poker game, you know, something like that. That's the only thing I'm like a little bit unsure about. which at least the character is making you think. Yeah, the whole thing with the yeah, also him like he seems like a noble person, but then yeah, once again he tries to cheat Phoenix out of a poker win, but he also then confesses to his crime, the crime that he did not do, in order to help out Valent, you know. But also fucks over Valent by making Trucy the holder of the rights of his magic. You know, he like goes back and forth between being a good person and also a bad person. I suppose he does. I suppose his name is Shady Enigma, so that does match up with who he is. He is a Shady Enigma. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, his conversation with Phoenix in the Bullish Bull Club is probably the best part of his character. I do like him in court, and also like him saying, "You cannot declare me guilty," and then he just gets out of there. That's a pretty good bit. Nice job, Zacharias. But that's it. I'm just putting it up there because he's like a very interesting character, and I suppose he would be along the same bit of mystery as Marvin Grossberg in terms of why was Grossberg at the boathouse in Turnabout Goodbyes? Why did Zach Gramery try to cheat Phoenix out of that poker game? You know, the biggest questions in the series. Okay. Magnifi Gramery. Yeah. Him masterminding that, like, the whole game of yes, no, yes. Him masterminding the whole game of shoot me in the forehead or whatever, with Zach and Valent, and like he would give the rights, but like I just wish we knew a little bit more about him, because they alluded to him being like an abusive like boss, especially since Zach was married. Was he married? At least dating his daughter. Yeah. That's basically it. The motto. Alright, Trucy. I don't know, fucking, let's put Trucy like, put Trucy like up here, right here. Yeah, third best character. Yeah, there we go. Trucy Sweep. Best character in the game. Absolutely. I don't think I have to explain much about why Trucy is up here, other than she's funny. All of the dialogue interactions are great. The way she like pushes Apollo is funny. Her magic bits are funny. She's quite wholesome. The whole bit about her in you know, like the father-daughter relationship with her and Phoenix, it's pretty great. And then we get to she's great in Apollo Justice, but in Dual Destiny she doesn't do anything. Does she do anything in Dual Destinies? She gets kidnapped. Yeah, she gets kidnapped in Dual Destinies, and well, she's held hostage in Dual Destinies, and she seems pretty okay with it. But in Spirit of Justice, we have the magical turnabout, and her like actually breaking down whenever she finally becomes a defendant, and she's in jail talking to Apollo, and she breaks down. Like, that seems like very, very good. Yeah, and like how in reality she's just putting on a performance the whole time, and she's actually a very sad, lonely child. Makes her a very, very good character, and I would say that she is definitely top 5 character in the series. Is she better than Edgeworth? I don't think so. Maybe she is. No, no. Miles Edgeworth is cool. I don't know why the cat does that. Yeah. Basically everything that everybody knows about Juicy is obvious in terms of why she is top 5, at least top 5 character in the series. So that's basically it. I don't think I'm gonna move around anybody, so be happy with it. So yeah, thank you for watching this episode of Darren talks about H20 characters for an hour. Stay tuned for the next installment, which will be Investigations 1. Maybe I'll do 1 and 2 together. That'll be like a 2-hour video. Oh well. So anyway, thank you for watching this episode. Make sure to like, subscribe. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified every time we upload, which is every single day.